In this video, we are going to be continuing with simple equation. So what I want to do is teach you how to deal with fraction when you are asked to solve simple equation. So I'm going to take a couple of examples so you understand what I really mean. For example, if you are told to do this, let's take a 2x over 3 equals to 2. You are told to find x, the unknown, when you have 2x over 3 equals to 2. Now 2 is a whole number, but it's the same thing as 2 over 1. So if you have a whole number, say 5, is the same thing as 5 over 1, because 5 over 1 is 5, 6 over 1 is 6, etc. Now anytime you have a fraction here and a fraction here, you have one fraction on the left hand side and you have one fraction on the right hand side. Now you can say I'm emphasizing 1, not 2. One fraction. I don't mean 2 over 3 minus 2 over x equals to 5 over 1. Now here you've got two fractions. So I mean if you have one fraction on the left hand side and one fraction on the right hand side, you cross multiply. Did you get that? Anytime you have one fraction on the left hand side and one fraction on the right hand side, you cross multiply. Now this is how cross multiplication works. So this one, 2x, will multiply this one, while 3 will multiply 2. Now let's try to do that. So 2x times 1 is still 2x equals to 3 times 2 is 6. Now we are told to find x, so we divide both sides by 2. So x equals 3. Did you get this? X equals 3. Let's take another example. So b, 3k over 4 equals to 3 over 2. Now look, one fraction on the left hand side, one fraction on the right hand side, so what we cross multiply. 3k times 2 is 6k, 4 times 3 is 12. Divide both sides by 6. 6 here 1, 6 here 1, 6 here 1, 6 here 2. So k equals 2. I hope you got this. Now let's take another example. So in this video, I'm going to be taking multiple examples so that you get this perfectly. So see, I have x minus 2 over 3 equals to minus 3. Now remember, I told you if you have a whole number here, it's the same thing as minus 3 over 1. So let's cross multiply. Now, x minus 2 times 1. Now I want to teach you something. Anytime you have two different entities multiplying a whole number, always put it in brackets so that you don't make mistake. Now look at what I'm going to do. 1 is multiplying x minus 2, so 1 into brackets x minus 2 equals to 3 times minus 3. Now remember, there's an invisible plus here, so you multiply the signs first. Plus times minus is minus. 3 times 3 is 9. Now let's open this bracket. 1 times x is x. 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. Equals minus 9. So you collect like terms. So collect like terms. Number will go and meet number. So I'm left with x here equals to, what do I have here first? Minus 9. When minus 2 crosses the equal to sign, it becomes plus 2. X equals to minus 9 plus 2. Remember, this is moving to the left. This is moving to the right. This is bigger, so I have minus. And because they are moving in different direction, 9 minus 2, that is 7. So my answer is 7. Now let's take another example. Let's go for D. So I'm going to do this. D. So I've got y plus 3 all over 2 equals to 5 over 2. Now remember, I've got a fraction here, a fraction here, so I cross multiply. Remember what I told you, when you have two entities multiplying a whole number, always put it in brackets. So I have 2 into brackets y plus 3 equals to 2 times 5 is 10. Let's open this bracket. 2 times y is 2y plus 2 times 3 is 6 equals 10. Collect like terms. So 6 comes to meet 10. So I'm left with 2y here equals to, what's here first? 10. So I write 10. When plus 6 crosses the equal to sign, it becomes minus 6. So we have 2y equals to 10 minus 6 is 4. Now I was told to find y, so I divide both sides by 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 1. I'm left with y. 2 here 1, 2 here 2. Y equals 2. Now I've got 2 more examples before I give you an exercise. So let's do this. So I have 2y minus 4 all over 3 equals to y minus 2 all over 2. Perfect. So one fraction here, one fraction here, I cross multiply. Now look, 2 is multiplying 2 entities, 3 is multiplying 2 entities, so I put them in brackets. 2 into bracket 2y minus 4 equals, this is multiplying this, so 3 into bracket y minus 2. I open the bracket. 2 times 2y is 4y. Now remember, must always be careful of the sign. Plus times minus is minus. 2 times 4 is 8. Then I have 3 times y is 3y, and there's an invisible plus. Plus times minus is minus. 3 times 2 is 6. Now I collect like terms. Number goes to meet number. Variable comes to meet variable. So if minus 8 leaves this place, I'm left with 4y. Now 3y comes here. The sign of 3y here is plus. When it crosses, it becomes minus 3y equals to, I'm left with minus 6 here. When minus 8 crosses, it becomes plus 8. Now let me solve the remaining here. 4y minus 3y is y equals to minus 6 plus 8. Different directions. Plus is bigger, so it should be plus. Because they are moving in different direction, you minus 8 minus 6, 2. So y equals 2. I've got one more examples before I give you an exercise, and I do hope that you are getting this and understanding it. So I have 3 into brackets 2u plus 1 all over 4 equals 2 into bracket u minus 2 all over 2. Now before you cross multiply, you have to open the bracket first. So let's open the bracket. 3 times 2u is 6u. 3 times 1 is plus 3 all over 4 equals 2 times u is 2u. Now we have plus times minus minus. 2 times 2 is 4 all over 2. Now we can cross multiply. Don't forget to put it in brackets. 2 into bracket 6u plus 3, because 2 is multiplying 6u plus 3 equals 4 is multiplying 2u minus 4. So I have 4 into bracket 2u minus 4. Now let's open this bracket. 2 times 6u is 12u. 2 times 3 is plus 6. 4 times 2u is 8u. Now there's an invisible plus. Plus times minus is minus. 4 times 4 is 16. So we collect like terms. 8u comes here. 6 goes here. So I'm left with 12u here. When 8u crosses the equals to sign, we'll be having minus 8u, because the sign of 8u here is plus. Equals, I'm left with minus 16 here. 6 plus 6 comes to meet minus 16, and the sign of plus 6 is plus. So when it crosses, it becomes minus 6. So let's add. 12u minus 8u is 4u equals minus 6 minus 6. They are moving in the same direction. So my answer must carry minus. And then because they are moving in the same direction, 16 plus 6, that is 22. So I have divide both sides by 4. So 4 year 1, 4 year 1, I'm left with u. Now 4 cannot go in 22, but I can do 2 year 2, 2 year 11. So I'm left with minus 11 over 2. So u equals minus 11 over 2. So as a way to summarize, if you've got one fraction on the left hand side and one fraction on the right hand side, you cross multiply. If a whole number is multiplying two entities, you put it in brackets. And if you have a bracket first, you open the bracket before cross multiplying. I hope you understand all this. I've got a quiz for you.